Dakota Johnson, the effortlessly cool actress whose blend of indie edge and mainstream magnetism has captivated audiences from The Social Network to Madame Web, has stepped into the spotlight once more, not on a film set, but as the luminous face of Valentino's Cruise 2026 collection. Under the visionary guidance of creative director Alessandro Michele, whose arrival at the storied Italian house promised a whirlwind of eclectic romance, Johnson embodies the campaign's ethereal narrative. This isn't just an endorsement. It's a full immersion into a world where fashion tells stories of languid nights, whispered secrets and unhurried elegance, all captured in images that feel like stolen frames from a dream sequence. At the heart of the campaign is a single mesmerizing image, Johnson reclining on the floor of what appears to be a dimly lit boudoir, her lithe form draped in a red silk chiffon mini dress that's equal parts seductive and surreal. The gown, a masterpiece of Michele's debut vision, features daring cutouts along the torso that tease and reveal with architectural precision, while frilly off-the-shoulder straps add a playful, almost Victorian ruffle to the ensemble. In her hand, a vintage gold rotary phone dangles like a lifeline to another era, suggesting a late-night call home after a revelry that stretched into the wee hours. Scattered around her are the detritus of a night well spent, a tossed handbag nestled against her tousled brown waves, and a pair of aqua heels with chunky ankle straps kicked off haphazardly, as if the very act of standing was too much effort in the haze of exhaustion. This tableau isn't mere styling, it's storytelling at its most intimate. Johnson, at 36, channels a post-midnight vulnerability that's both alluring and accessible, her expression a mix of fatigue and quiet contentment. The red hue of the dress, a bold, arterial crimson, pops against the neutral tones of the room, symbolizing passion's afterglow. Michele, known for his maximalist flourishes from his Gucci days, here tempers excess with intimacy, creating pieces that invite the wearer into a personal reverie. The Cruise 2026 collection, unveiled months earlier in a sun-drenched Milanese setting, marked his inaugural outing at Valentino, blending the house's red carpet legacy with poetic whimsy. The campaign extends beyond static beauty into motion, courtesy of a companion video that unfolds like a cinematic short. Set to the haunting strains of Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat major, the piece features Johnson alongside a constellation of muses, the legendary Marissa Berenson, whose silver screen aura adds gravitas, Dev Hynes, the multifaceted artist bringing soulful depth, and Imhoff, the provocative performance artist infusing edge, and dancers Tate McRae and Devon Teuscher, whose fluid movements evoke balletic grace. Each inhabits a solitary hotel room, transforming these transient spaces into microcosms of the soul. The caption, "Within every room a fragment of the universe," encapsulates Michele's philosophy: fashion as a portal to the infinite, where ordinary confines hold extraordinary tales. Johnson's selection as ambassador feels predestined. Already a Valentino devotee, her wardrobe choices, from subtle logo tees to statement gowns, have long whispered allegiance to Pier Paolo Pacioli's prior regime. Now, under Michele, she bridges eras, her California cool demeanor a perfect foil to the designer's Baroque sensibilities. The red mini dress in particular has become an instant icon, its availability at a lofty price point underscoring its status as a collector's piece. Crafted from whisper-thin chiffon that drapes like liquid fire, the cutouts aren't gratuitous. They sculpt the body with empowering intent, celebrating form over concealment. What elevates this campaign further is its prescience in the fashion cycle. Long before its official reveal, the dress infiltrated the style zeitgeist, spotted on fellow tastemakers. Actress Megan Fahey, fresh from The White Lotus acclaim, claimed it for a front-row perch at Valentino's Spring 2026 show in Paris, the ruffles fluttering like whispers amid the City of Lights buzz. Not to be outdone, Miley Cyrus, the chameleon pop provocateur, slipped into its embrace for a multi-page editorial in French Vogue. Cyrus, with her signature curls cascading wildly, transformed the gown into a rock and roll reverie, proving its versatility from red carpets to editorial spreads. Recalling the collection's debut, one envisions models splayed atop satin bedspreads, captured from overhead like celestial bodies in repose. Accessories narrated their vignettes: a rotary phone for longing calls, a tub of movie popcorn for nostalgic indulgences, a humming hair dryer for mundane rituals, even an electric guitar for rebellious interludes. This overhead perspective, a Michele hallmark, flattens hierarchy, making the divine feel domestic. Johnson's floor-bound pose echoes this, grounding the fantastical in the familiar, the ultimate crash after the party's crescendo. Michele's tenure at Valentino arrives at a pivotal juncture for the brand, post-Pacioli's departure, which left a void of romantic maximalism. His cruise collection reimagines Valentino's DNA, the iconic red, now more infernal than imperial, silhouettes that flirt with the surreal, prints that layer history upon fantasy. Johnson's involvement amplifies this narrative, her filmic background lending authenticity to the campaign's dreamlike quality. From Suspiria remakes to The Lost Daughter introspection, she's mastered the art of quiet intensity, mirroring the collection's subtle seductions. Delving into the dress's construction reveals couture-level craftsmanship. Seams that bias-cut the fabric for fluid movement, cutouts reinforced with invisible boning for structural poise, straps hand-gathered into frothy clouds. At nearly $10,000, it's an investment in fantasy, but one that promises wearability across occasions, from intimate dinners to high-wattage galas. Its resurgence on Fahey and Cyrus highlights fashion's cyclical dance, where a single piece can spark a movement. The video's Chopin soundtrack adds layers of melancholy romance, its piano keys rippling like thoughts in the dark. As Johnson dials an unseen interlocutor, one imagines the conversation, confessions of the night, invitations to the next adventure, or simply the comfort of connection. Her co-stars' rooms vary. Berenson's a gilded cage of memories, Heinz's a studio of sonic solitude, yet all converge in shared universality. In broader context, this campaign reflects luxury's pivot toward narrative-driven marketing, where clothes aren't sold but stories are told. Johnson's star power, unpretentious yet potent, makes Valentino's vision relatable, inviting consumers to envision themselves in these fragments of the cosmos. As Michelle reshapes the house, pieces like this dress become talismans of transition, red threads weaving past and future.